Hey guys, how's it going? Channel update for the month of June. We have a jam-packed month ahead of us, and the content is just going to keep on rolling, alright? So this month is going to be huge. Not only do we have some great games coming out, but we also have E3, the annual huge gaming convention, that everyone is excited for. It happens right here in LA, and I'm really excited for it. I can't wait to show you guys my thoughts and really just to see the content that's going to be showed on. I'm just really looking forward to it. It's going to be a really interesting and I think a really great E3. So, all right, I wrote down everything on a list of paper because there is a lot of stuff to go through. And other than E3, I just want to give you guys an update on everything that's been going on. As far as a little bit of an update about how I've been doing. I did beat Wolfenstein last week, Wolfenstein: A New Order. I absolutely loved it. I still got to get around to writing my review. People are asking me whether I'm going to be doing video reviews or not. I sort of said I was going to do them and then just kind of trailed off on doing them way back in March. And honestly, when I get busy, it's just so much easier for me to write a review than to sit here and record a video, because when I record a video, it's all live, and I put it out there and everything like that. And versus when I can just type something out, I can make it sound a little bit more intelligent. I can cover some more stuff because I have time to think about it as I write it. And it's just this sort of gives me a purpose to have my website the way it is, to tell people, okay, go check out the review up on the website. The problem is my generation and beyond, we are illiterate. All right, illiterate means that basically we have the ability to read, but we choose not to. So, a lot of people would rather sit here and watch a video review rather than read a review of a game they're looking forward to. So it's just the way the generation is. You can thank the internet, you can thank text messages and stuff like that. So people would just rather watch something. And if they see something that's longer than 5 sentences, they just forget about it. So it's just the way that the generation is right now. So I know a lot of people aren't really interested in the whole written reviews. They're just better for me to put out, and I think that I'm actually better at writing than I am speaking. And it just gives me a purpose to have a website and to get people to go on the website and check it out. So that's really why there hasn't been much video reviews. I've just been busy, and it's just been much easier for me to write them instead of record them doing a live video. So, but I did beat Wolfenstein, and I thought it was tremendous. I am still in the process of playing through Watch Dogs. I am trying to do all the side content and do basically everything for the game. I've actually been using this, believe it or not, the strategy guide for the game. I've used it for some of the QR side missions to find out, okay, which camera do I need to hack in order to get that content, or scan the QR code so I can get that audio log. So I've been using that, which is nice, and I'm just really enjoying Watch Dogs. It's interesting because at the start of it, I wasn't too into it. I thought the side content was going to get repetitive, but as I started getting more into it, I unlocked more abilities, and I just got more and more into the game. I'm thoroughly enjoying it. I think it's a really cool game. So I'm still gonna be playing through that. To put it in perspective, I've done half of all the side content in the game. All right, half of everything in the game, and I've only done probably 4 story missions. I haven't even passed Act 1 of the story yet. So I've just been playing side content nonstop and just really enjoying myself. I said this in a tweet, yesterday. It's interesting because any other game than Watch Dogs, I don't feel this way, but with Watch Dogs, sometimes I prefer to walk on the streets and just scan and just sit here and just walk rather than drive. And it's really interesting because, when you play Grand Theft Auto, you don't want to just walk, there's nothing, when you just pass by people and, that's it. But with Watch Dogs, because you have that hacking ability, because you can, take a look at everyone's personal life, it makes the commute, whether you're walking or driving, much more enjoyable and more personal, if that makes any sense. You know, I feel like I can walk, and yes, I'm walking, and I'm not really doing anything as far as shootout interaction, but I'm still enjoying myself because I'm finding out new information about these various types of people throughout the world. And that's what I really love about the game so far, is that I can just sit here and walk, and I'm still having fun. So I just been doing a lot of stuff like that. Just been enjoying myself, um, going to all the city hotspots and checking in, all the side missions, all the fixer contracts. I'm just trying to do all of that, all right? I want to get as much content in from this game as I can. I'm really enjoying it, so I see no reason for me to rush and do the story. I'm having just as much fun doing the side content that the game has to offer. So that's what's been going on with those two games. Now, we have another brand new release tomorrow, Tuesday, June 3rd, and it's a interesting game. It's a brand new IP. It has an interesting premise where you play as a ghost. What, of course, I'm talking about is Murdered Soul Suspect. Now, this is a detective-type game where you basically are killed in the beginning, and you, as a ghost, have to figure out basically how you died and who is this mysterious figure that sort of, you know, kills you and has these weird abilities. And there's like a bunch of old rituals or some weird stuff going on, some really cool supernatural elements. It takes place in Salem, so it's going to be pretty interesting how they... I wonder if they're going to connect it with the witch hunts and stuff, the famous witch hunts in Salem. So that game is coming out on Tuesday. My best friend who I just built the computer for a couple weeks ago is getting the game for free. He got a graphics card and it kind of came with that game for free, so he's really excited for the game. I am getting the game on the Xbox One. Yes, I am getting a third-party game on the Xbox One. This will be the second Xbox One game. Well, really the first third-party Xbox One game that I will be getting for the year, because Titanfall wasn't on PS4. But yeah, it's gonna be cool. It's gonna be 1080p, 30 frames per second. It's been confirmed on Xbox One and PS4. It's the same resolution, the same frame rate. So, you know, it should be good, and I'm really looking forward to you know, seeing how the game is and definitely playing it. So on Tuesday, you guys are gonna see the unboxing for Murdered Soul Suspect. I am getting the limited edition. Basically, for pre-ordering the game, they upgraded you to the limited edition for free, which basically means that it's kind of like the standard edition. But I've looked at the case from trailers and stuff, and it's actually a thick case, and it comes with I think a strategy book, a little mini strategy guide with it too, which I don't know why. I mean, I think the game is linear, but I don't know why it comes with that over like an art book or something like that. But I am getting a limited edition for the game on the Xbox One. You guys are going to see the unboxing tomorrow. Then, following that, you guys are going to see the first 30 minutes of the game, first impressions for Murdered Soul Suspect, and we're going to go on from there, alright guys? So, I am still, again, I'm trying to beat these games in sequence. I don't want to start on Murdered Soul Suspect, play through a 10-hour game, and then return here to Watch Dogs. I want to get, I want to beat Watch Dogs first, and then I'm gonna want to delve into Murdered Soul Suspect. It's probably gonna take a while, to be honest. I probably won't be Watch Dogs until, be honest, the week of E3. Probably the end of next week is when I'll be able to beat Watch Dogs, and then I'll start on Murdered Soul Suspect, which I don't think is going to take me more than like 3 or 4 days if it's, you know, a 10-hour game like I'm thinking it is. And, you know, I'll have more games to play off of that. So, I mean, I'm just trying to not, you know, I don't want to detract myself from the Watch Dogs experience, meaning I don't want to, like, play another game, get engrossed in that game, and then return to Watch Dogs, and it kind of feels, you know, a bit off because I spent so much time away from it. I want to beat these games in sequence, and I warned everyone because I have finals coming up. Today was actually my last official day of school. I have no more regular classes. I take my finals Wednesday, I take my finals Thursday, and I take a final on Saturday. All right, so I have those 3 days where my finals are, and, you know, I have to study. And I have to make sure I do well, and that's going to kind of come in the way of YouTube. I warned everyone that this was going to happen. It's just a natural thing with life. You know, unfortunately, we had a really dead month in April where we could have, I wouldn't have minded if all those games came out in April, because that would have been fine, you know. But because it's coming out at the end of the semester, I have a lot of work to do, and it's going to take me a while to get through all that work. But I'm really excited for Murdered Soul Suspect. I think it's going to be pretty cool. Hopefully it is. We've had pretty good luck so far with trying to get 2014 back on track. And what I mean by that is, besides the disappointments earlier on in this year, Wolfenstein was tremendous. Watch Dogs is great so far, and hopefully Murdered Soul Suspect will be an interesting, really fun game. And I'm just really looking forward to it. So we have that. And then we have E3 next week, the big E3 event. Now, I am going to give you guys another E3 update video, all right, because there is some new stuff I do want to talk about. So expect sometime this week. Basically, this week you guys are going to see the Murdered Soul Suspect unboxing, the Murdered Soul Suspect first 30 minutes. You guys are going to see the pre-E3 2014 thoughts, basically detailing what I want to see in those press conferences. And then you guys are going to see, I'll look at my list here. I know I had something else here. Hold on for a sec. Oh, I'm gonna do a video on Prey 2 as well. Now, remember, Prey 2 was like one of my most anticipated games of 2012 back in the day, but there's been some new details that have emerged. I looked on YouTube just to see if anyone was doing a video about it, but no one is really covering it. I think the news leaked, but it was like kind of hidden and no one really paid attention, and everyone forgot about Prey 2. But there has been some new details that have leaked. And just like Mirror's Edge, I'm going to be following this game as well because I was super excited for this game, and to finally hear something tangible, after all this time, it's been really exciting. So I will be covering that event, or I will be doing a video detailing what news surfaced for all of you guys who are really excited for Prey 2 along with myself. So that will be sometime this week. I'll try to work that out as fast as possible. And so those are all the videos this week, all right? And the E3 2014 update and whatnot. So then next week, this is what's going to go on, all right? Monday we have the press conferences at 9:30 a.m. We have the Microsoft press conference. At 12 we have EA. At 3 we have Ubisoft. And then at 6 we have Sony's, all right? As always, I'm going to be watching and covering all those events. And then in a final, at the end of the day, I'm going to be doing my thoughts on all of the press conferences. It's going to be a long video. It might be an hour and a half, detailing everything that's going on in these press conferences. This is going to be a huge E3 because 2015 is going to be jam-packed with new releases. And I think all this E3 2014 is going to be a huge build-up to 2014, or 2015, excuse me. And then you're going to have, some cool games later on at the end of the year. So I'm still going to the Microsoft press conference, and we're bringing my best friend with me. Unfortunately, my other, because they're twins, my best friends, the brother, unfortunately, has a final that Monday, so he won't be able to attend. But I will still be going with the other dude, all right, who will be driving. He was with us the last, you guys know my friend Jacob. So we're going to be going to the press conference, going to be covering it. We're going to get better seats this time because we actually know what the hell we're doing and where we're going. We might even talk to some people. I know we saw Angry Joe last year. So, I mean, I'm going to detail all this in the E3 update, but I'm just going to let you guys know we are going to be covering the Microsoft event just like we did last year, and maybe some other stuff, hint, of other press conferences and stuff like that. So it's going to be interesting. Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday are the official E3 days. Those are the days where they have live coverage on Twitch and on Ustream, and companies like IGN, GameSpot, and all these companies stream and interview and stuff like that. I will be keeping up on that. I'm thinking I'll just probably take off the whole week from work. I'll take off the whole week from work that week, and then it'll be nice, and I can go ahead and just cover the event, and I'll have time. And not only that, but I'll have time to beat Watch Dogs as well and really start on Murdered Soul Suspect. Now, after E3, that following Friday, next Friday, is an interesting game. It's called Enemy Front. A lot of you guys may not know about this, but if you remember the game Sniper Ghost Warrior, right, the Sniper Ghost Warrior series, the developers of that game are developing a World War II FPS built with the CryEngine 3, and it's going to it's basically like an sort of a sandbox world. Not really it's open world, but the levels are huge and you can decide, okay, I want to flank from here, attack over here, and it's very stealth oriented. It looks very interesting, it looks fun, you know, and I'm not going to be biased. I'm not going to say, well, it's low budget, I'm not going to play it. I like to play everything, you know, and the game's only $30 on Steam digitally, so it's a no-brainer for me to get, obviously, the PC version, which is the better version of the game. It's not coming to PS4 and Xbox One, and it's also the cheapest version. So I'm going to be getting it on Steam when that comes out on Friday. Keep in mind, I'm still backed up here. I still got to play through the Wolf Among Us episode 4, is it? Yes, The Wolf Among Us episode 4. I still got to play through that. I still have to play through The Walking Dead season 3 or season 2 episode 3, which comes out tomorrow on the PlayStation Vita. So I still got all these games I have to, play through. It's just a lot of content, which is good for you guys because then I'm busy and then I can keep putting out videos and whatnot. So it's just going to be huge. It's going to be pretty busy, and for Enemy Front, you guys are going to see the first impressions. There will not be an unboxing because I'm getting the game digitally, and if I want, I do have a physical option for PC, but the physical disc is $50. The digital version is $30. So, I mean, what's the intelligent decision here? As much as I prefer physical over digital, that's a huge savings. And it's for a game that a lot of people don't really know about, and I think a lot of people were interested in the gameplay rather than the unboxing. So there won't be an unboxing for that when that releases next Friday. Now, I am doing a summer session in school that starts on June 16th. June 16th, and it runs through July 19th. All right, it's a 5-week course. It's only 5 weeks. Just going to get some more credits. I'm almost basically done. I almost have all my transfer credits, which is nice. So I am doing a short little summer session for school. It won't really get into get into the way of gaming because it's only 5 weeks. It's not for the whole summer. And I know the Destiny beta is this summer, and we have Sniper Elite 3 coming out sometime in July. I think the first week of July. So I mean, it's not really going to be busy. And I'll have plenty of time during the summer to basically take a break and work and whatnot. And, yeah, so, did I forget anything? Obviously, I'm going to be doing a Mirror's Edge E3 analysis. You know, when they show, they're definitely going to show gameplay, right? It's going to be the first true gameplay, in-game footage of the new Mirror's Edge. So, you bet your ass I'm going to be doing a full hardcore analysis. It might be 50 minutes to like an hour long. I will freaking pick this game apart. So, yeah, there's going to be that. Did I forget anything? Grid Autosport is also coming out June 24th, I believe. I enjoyed the past Grid. Autosport is interesting. I don't know too much about it. I don't know why it's even being made in the first place. But Grid Autosport is interesting. I enjoyed the last Grid. It's no-brainer. I'm going to play this one. Probably enjoy it as well, right? So I am getting that on the PC. It's I don't know if it has a physical case or not. I will check. But that is the last game that's coming out for June. Basically, we have Sniper Elite 3. I would think it's July 1st the game is coming out. So, really busy schedule. My birthday is June 14th also. So, like I've been doing every single year, there will be like a birthday gifts there will be a birthday gift unboxing, sort of, where I'm just going to be, showing you guys what I got. I'm probably going to be getting a lot of Blu-ray movies. I'm trying to get a Blu-ray collection going, so I'm probably going to get, like, a lot of Blu-ray movies, and I can't really... What else? There's some limited edition controllers and stuff that I wanted for the PS3 and Xbox 360 because my controllers are dying. So, yeah. It's going to be just a huge month. So, to reiterate, Murdered Soul Suspect unboxing, Xbox One unboxing tomorrow. Also tomorrow, Murdered Soul Suspect, the first 30 minutes. Alright? Probably Thursday are my pre-E3 2014 thoughts. On Tuesday as well, there might be that Prey 2 video that I was talking about. Alright? But basically, my pre-E3 2014 thoughts on Thursday. I need time to sit here and write it down and stuff. And, next week, Monday, Microsoft... Oh, also, sometime this week, another E3 update detailing what's going on, what conferences I'm attending, and like the final confirmation for where I am going and what I am going to be covering. All right, so gonna want to watch that. Next week, Monday, gonna be going to the Microsoft press conference, and then we'll just go on from there. Right, guys? More details about the E3 and the E3 update. That Friday, Enemy Front. Next Friday, Enemy Front. First impressions, first 30 minutes, whatever. And also probably there's gonna be a Mirror's Edge analysis, obviously, sometime whenever they show gameplay of that. Grid Autosport, when that comes out, the first impressions. Birthday gifts 2014. That's gonna be Saturday, June 14th. It is also Flag Day here in the U.S. And then basically I have school starting June 16th to July 19th. All right, so that is the schedule. Jam-packed. I know, but there's so much content that's going to be coming for you guys, and I have all this stuff going on at once. Pretty exciting. All right, so for all you guys who are sitting here bored through the month of April and most of May, like I was, don't worry. Content is going to be coming out the ass. All right, there's so much. There's going to be so much that you guys are going to have to digest. So I'll see you guys later. Have a great day. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you all later. Right? See you tomorrow for Murdered Soul Suspect.